Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Ragnarok here with part 60 of my Warhammer 2 Mortal Empire's Karl Franz campaign on Legendary difficulty. Right, so we've got a lot of work to do this episode as usual. So sit back, relax, get some popcorn, and get ready for a nice long episode. I think we're going to do an hour today and try and get a little bit of work done. So
now
we will just continue where we left off. So situation here, we lost Bonaparte, who I was planning to use as the commander of our next army, which is going to be an artillery focused army. I was thinking to do 8 artillery pieces and fill the rest with great swords. And I was planning to have him as the Castilian engineer. However, Dante went down, and Bonaparte went down. I had to replace him with this gentleman, who I don't think we're gonna keep. Probably we're gonna use him for now and try and defend Wiseman with him, but if he happens to get killed, then, well, that'd be unfortunate. Alright, so that did give him a little bit of additional movement. What I would love to do here is transfer all of these troops over to his army. However, the problem is we can't just can't quite reach them.
Here to serve.
Most of there, yeah. What I was thinking is to use the movement exploit to transfer these troops over and get them into Wiseman, but for some reason we lost some of our movement here. I don't know if it was an agent action or what it was, but we're just a little bit out of range to be able to do that, so that is unfortunate. So gentleman is just going to have to try and hold the settlement here on his own.
Ever vigilant.
Really don't want to lose Coldbitter. Let's actually have you
moving off.
Come back and join this army, so you can get some replenishment, and we can prevent him from getting killed. I don't think this is going to be enough to hold the settlement here, but
Champion of the faith.
we will give it a try anyway.
I will go.
Yourself in camp.
I live to serve the Emperor.
Let's actually pick up some swords, see if that will help. We do have a little bit of a situation up here as well. We've got a rebellion army that is growing. I'm pretty confident that we can hold off just about anything with these garrisons here. Most threats for the time being anyway, but we do definitely need to get some support up here for these settlements. Thinking we might want to demolish this and replace it with a forge. That way we can actually recruit a couple of Reichsguard in this area as well.
I trust no man.
Let's see if we can start clearing out some of these agents.
I accuse.
Get Verstolen down here. Didn't have enough movement for that. Son of a bitch.
Yes, son of Sigmar.
46% chance.
Die.
Worse than a coin flip, but we'll give it a try anyway.
I'll ignore that.
One failure. Alright. Still gets a little bit of experience for that, so that is okay. Yeah, I don't want to invest here. I would like to get these walls built up a little bit more. I don't want to spend money while those settlements are currently under threat. So Averheim staved off the rebellion here. And we're going to get Franz moving through this area.
Let us forge.
Alright,
our
Heisenberg
faith.
is going to be joining Franz's army.
Who calls? Summon the Elector Counts. I see no other option.
Let's just move to
Onwards!
there for now.
The nation calls. There is power within prayer. Healing.
I command here. The Empire, in the name of Magnus.
Still has a little ways to go. No more turns. Wonder if better to go through Altdorf or to head straight for the north. Guess we'll find out which direction to go. We can turn. Yeah, we'll decide depending on how the situation plays out over here. A little bit hesitant to move Grunwald too far from
Madness. No. Champion
from
of
this
the
area.
The Empire.
We do kind of have to get him up here.
Onward.
Put you into there for the time being. Missing one unit. Still, we need to
Provinces.
replace that sword we lost in the rebellion.
To the
And even if we
provinces.
do lose Wiseman,
Deny.
Grunwald will be able to sweep up the remnants of whatever's left there.
The nation calls.
So that should be fine. Try and reorganize the armies a little bit here. And get ready for the next phase of the campaign, which is going to be pushing north.
Sigmarite Archlector. I live to serve the Emperor.
What are you up against here? Nothing
Here to
too...
serve.
Nothing too fearsome. Have any trouble here? I think we can safely auto-resolve this. And we will actually take the additional coin. Unlock that.
Servant of the faith.
Alright, so let's park you into Zufbar for now.
Serve Sigmar.
Wondering where I want to build.
Sigmarite Archlector.
I want to build here, actually.
True servant of Sigmar.
Alright.
Awaiting orders. Your word is my command.
Yeah, I guess we can just move this army back and forth to manage the public order, but that's not exactly a good use of our resources, to be perfectly honest. Hopefully we don't have to keep these guys back here for too much longer. We do really want to get on the move. Give you some more hit points, Odin. Want to get this upgraded as well. we have available for heroes at the moment? A strategist. Nothing I'm terribly interested in. How about generals? Curiosity's sake. Monster tracker. Wind. Regal. This disciplined guy wouldn't be bad. Use in certain situations. Alright, I'm actually gonna recruit him. But I'm gonna disband him right away. Just gonna call him Hellborg. Hellborg. I will just go with one single Hellborg. And we'll leave his points unassigned for now. But we'll use this guy as an emergency general. Having the discipline trait will make him pretty useful. But we're just gonna disband him for the time being to keep our income
Ready.
up. I mean, this should adjust here in a moment.
What?
And potentially replace this guy with him. Office slot available. I'll leave this unassigned for now. I am not sure who the general is going to be for that just yet. Who our Castilian engineer is going to be. Alright, this last spot will be probably Shrine of Sigmar. Alright, anywhere else we can build? Just these growth areas. Fields. I don't think it's necessary. Build those up. I think that is gonna be it for this turn. Getting things reorganized. We've got one more army in the field than we probably should. At the moment, anyway. I'll leave the office spot vacant for now. Double check the diplomacy.
Yes? Come then. Only Sigma's god.
Get that confederation soon. I would like to get things a little bit settled before we do.
How fares the no. No.
Come on, Lewin.
By my lady, no.
Stubborn.
So naive.
Alright, whatever. I think we're gonna end the turn. Ah, gosh. Gonna be a real slog taking on Norska. The real question is whether we should just try and raise everything up here, or if we should actually try and hold the territory down. The inhospitable terrain is a real pain in the ass to build and hold on to. So that is, not to mention those settlements. Most of the major settlements only have 6 building slots, makes them less valuable. So.
Who calls?
And the only thing I'm worried about is where Hafter is going to end up.
By the light of the lady.
Lewin is here, but he's not exactly supported by a very strong garrison, so anyway, just see what happens there. Alright, so where were we in Sword of Justice? Verstholen smiled. The man was a glutton. He'd eaten twice the portions that Verstholen had and hadn't even noticed. No matter. What Wraight lacked in table manners, he made up for in political knowledge. And he'd just come back from Averheim after 2 years there working for importers cartel. Good timing. I hope not, Verstholen said. I'd miss these little chats. It would be a shame to lose you to Averland for good. Wraight belched and shook his head. Worry not. I'll not be going back. Never again. Really? Absolutely. Averheim leaves a nasty taste in the mouth. I prefer it here. Outdoors filthy, but at least it's honest filth. And the food's better. Verstholen played with his fork absently. No one seemed to have a good word to say about Averheim. That was odd. It had a reputation as one of the Empire's more civilized places. You're not the first to tell me that, he said. I'm thinking of going there myself soon. I'd be interested to know what's so bad about it. Alright, defending against Norska. So, we aren't getting the garrison help here. The odds are not in our favor. But let's fight and just see what kind of damage we can do them. Maybe withdraw this force. I mean, these are just regiments of renown, and this guy's kind of just a sacrificial lamb anyway. We're trying our damnedest to be able to hold on to this settlement, but I mean, this is my own fault. I was warned against this at the very beginning of the campaign by subscribers that building walls in your minor settlements is usually a good idea. Definitely helps keep these guys out of here. But anyway, you can't defend everything, even though I'm trying to in this situation, but we just didn't have enough resources freed up to defend this. But I mean, we can do enough damage to them here, then maybe they won't attack the settlement. Maybe, I don't know. But the chariots and the skin wolves are a real fucking pain in the ass for us. Oh, of course, our reinforcements are coming in on the opposite side of the map. How wonderful. How fucking wonderful. Alright, well. Let's set up here. On this hill.
Hellstorm rocket battery!
I'm not going to be able to do much damage with these two, but anyway, do what we can. You sir can stand there. Just wondering whether or not we should just pull the garrison troops off the field right away, or if we should keep them on here. I don't know. Move you guys. Can we stretch you out any further so that... Alright. Alright, this isn't gonna hold for very long, but...
For the Warhammer! Servant of Sigma!
Alright, start it up, see what happens. Yeah, I don't mind if this guy goes down anyway. Actually, probably would be better if he gets killed. Because we'll probably make more money this turn. It does. For fuck's sake, they're gonna attack our garrison force here.
We are Sigma's heirs. Yes, sir, quickly.
Nice wolves.
Swordsman. Crossbows ready, General.
Let's see if we can take down those skin wolves.
The Empire endures.
Yeah.
Crossbowmen, understood. We obey. Halberdiers.
This fucking halberdiers take a ton of damage already.
You act.
Should have probably just withdrawn the garrison force.
At speed! Halberdiers! Attack! In your sights! The Temple of Ragnarok! Quick march! We serve the Emperor! Hellstorm rocket battery! For the twin-tailed comet! By the twin-tailed comet!
There we go. Well, we might get one of those chariots, but garrison is already taken off.
Quick march!
Let's just get out of here. Fuck. This is a waste.
The Empire endures! By Ulrich's wrath! For Heldenhammer!
That's unfortunate.
Sigma exultant! For Sigma! Fire!
Yeah, I'd be kind of happy if we could get rid of one of these chariots. Great. Oh my gosh. Just hold your fire. Fuck's sake. Wasting your ammunition on that thing. It'd be nice if we could get some damage done on the rest of their forces.
Faith in the comet! Sterling's revenge! By Galmaraz!
Come on, one more shot.
Ready for orders!
There we go.
Standing by! Fire at will! By Sigma!
Yeah, I think we're gonna stand and fight with this guy, let him get killed, let this army get killed off, because that should actually save us a little bit of money going into next turn. And, shit. I want you shooting at the fucking chariot, it's such a waste.
Sigma guides us!
You, however, can shoot at it. Same with you.
In the Emperor's name! By Galmaraz!
Get up there.
Pray for glory!
Some damage to it.
We obey! Shoot!
Yeah, if we could take both those chariots out, I'd be kind of happy with that.
Sterling's revenge! Battle ready! The Temple of Ragnarok! Sterling's revenge! No lingering! I do not fear death!
Come on, shoot.
Quick march!
Just don't have the angle on them there? Is that it?
Eager for battle!
Here come the skin wolves.
Without delay!
Let's shoot at this.
Yes, my lord! Sigmar is with me! The Temple of Ragnarok! We serve the Emperor! Hammer of the Empire! Withdraw!
Ah, bloody hell. So we're getting the army lost there. Well, bollocks. Maybe should have just withdrew there. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the best option was. We should have probably withdrawn the garrison right away, because losing those 200 troops is really going to hurt us. I feel like they have more troops than they did after the previous turn. Maybe they can recruit? I guess. I don't know. I don't know how. I've never played as Norska. I don't know how their mechanics are. I feel like that's more than they had after the previous battle. Maybe I'm mistaken. At least we got rid of one of their units. I would like them to finish this army off, though. Gonna go for the settlement. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna say they're gonna go for the settlement instead. Yeah, they are. Fuck. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't think we have any chance of winning here. I think I'm just gonna auto-resolve. Like they just sacked it. I would have much rather them come down here and finish him off. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, I'm gonna auto-resolve this as well. Yeah, the regiments renown will get them back. And losing him is not a big deal. And now this army is pretty much fucked because Gruppen is going to crush them. Wraight helped himself to another leg of duck before replying. Do you know, I can't quite put my finger on it myself, he said, chewing carefully. I liked the place when I first got there. The people are decent enough, if a bit rural. And the city's cleaner than Altdorf. I can't tell you when it all began to change. Verstholen stayed silent, letting the man drift into a monologue. When a contact was happy to talk, it was best to leave him to it. He never knew what would come out. If I had to pick something, said Wraight, it might be the joy root. That's certainly a part of it. This was new and interesting. I've not heard that name. What is it? Some kind of narcotic? So I believe. You never saw any of it a few years ago. Now it's becoming a problem. They smoke it. You've seen what the popule do to people. Joy root's not as bad as that. They get listless. I've been told they don't sleep so well. Nothing too dreadful, but I don't like it. It makes business difficult. There are only two drugs a man should take. Wine and women. And they're dangerous enough. Wraight laughed at his own joke, and his jowls wobbled. Verstholen smiled politely. So the militia haven't impeded the import of this joy root? He asked. Wraight shrugged. Maybe they're on top of it, I don't know. It's probably not important to them. That's what happens when you don't have a good man at the top. The little things slip. Verstholen nodded absently. Wraight was right, but maybe this wasn't such a little thing. He could never tell. Yeah, we're gonna decline that. I just don't want allies in this if we can avoid it. I just don't want to get dragged into more wars than we can handle. We've already got enough going on here in the north as it is, so try and sort out some of this mess. Verstholen nodded absently. Wraight was right, but maybe that wasn't such a little thing. You could never tell. Then we must hope for a speedy resolution to the succession. Wraight nodded disdainfully. Alright, settlement sacked. Well, at least they didn't raise it. So, wounded. Verstholen got wounded? You gotta be fucking kidding me. This guy? He is level 17, I suppose. Damn it to hell. Faction destroyed. Avalon. Well, bollocks.
Not possible.
And these fools are sieging out Ergig. Good sally out. Because the odds aren't great, but we're just up against spears. I will decline the attack for now. It's probably better just to let them assault the settlement.
Yes, son of Sigmar. Impossible.
There's a bunch of trash. They'll take a lot more damage.
What do you require?
Try to wound him again. I don't know. That's a great idea.
You're a pretender. No.
Alright, so that is a bit of a problem.
I will marshal the men.
How can you get on force
It is
march?
for the best. To strengthen the Empire.
How far can you get on force
To the
march?
provinces.
Refused.
Yeah, this army could potentially take down our garrison here.
There is power within prayer.
Alright, I want to get you over here.
Onwards.
Forget about that agent for now. We're gonna repair that. Get that built back up. Then this turnout down here.
Madness!
Guess they haven't started
I
sieging
am
yet.
the blood of Gilles.
Fucking Lewin, you're useless, man. Get killed. Get yourself killed there. Alright, whereabouts is Franz presently? Really would like to start taxing that. Build the tap room. Build the tap room here for now. Get our warrior shrine going so we can get another warrior priest.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Yeah, I think the route to take Franz is to come through the north here.
Onwards!
How long? 2 turns before that is finished. -2, 97, 99. So we should be okay there. Should be able to stave off the rebellion. Too far, public order is good because this army's sitting here. We're on peak.
Protector of the weak.
Alright, I'm gonna
True
move him
servant
to
of Sigmar.
there.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Yeah, having these armies sitting back here in the mountains is definitely not a great use of our resources, but it is allowing us to hold this territory.
Forward in his
And it does act as a deterrent against the orcs coming this way. And we could always
now they'll see.
keep these guys here and send them towards Gunbad and south to fight with the orcs. That is always an option. So once things are a little bit more under control here in the north, I think that's probably what we're gonna do.
Let us forge our faith.
Really don't want to lose this settlement. Mysterious Island.
By the comet, this will bolster the nation. Raise your weapons. Step to it. Who calls?
Alright, well, it looks like we're gonna have to fight this. Otherwise, we're gonna take a lot of damage. Just worried about our settlement in the north there. Grunwald is just a little bit out of range to help out. Alright, we're going to set up in this corner since our reinforcements are coming in there. Prevent them from flanking us.
protect us! The Empire endures! Ready for war!
Like, where are our halberdiers? But we lost them because the
Crossbows ready to
garrison
go.
is now level 2. Level 2 settlement.
Yes, General.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're still
Yes,
on.
sir, quickly.
How are you still, Captain Silver, still
On
on
my command!
horseback? Where's their general? Right there.
Formation, march! Mortar!
Almost in range of the mortars.
Ready for war!
Very nice, very nice.
Swordsmen! Take the ground! Quick march! For Heldenhammer! At speed! We are Sigmar's heirs!
By Ulrich's wrath.
You guys are gonna be the problem right here. Slam into them.
Swordsmen! Yes, sir! Quickly!
Actually,
To battle!
take him on
Pretty well!
and drop this.
For Heldenhammer!
There we go. Good stuff.
We are Sigmar's heirs! We are Sigmar's heirs! For Heldenhammer! We
Guys, support over here. And we need some archer support to deal with those hunters.
Empire marksmen! Swordsmen! Yes, General! Sir!
Guys, actually
Formation!
into there.
March!
Guys having some trouble.
Swordsmen!
Come on. Ah, shit.
Moving fast! Attack! Crossbowmen! Shoot! Bring it down! For France! We are ready! Attack the men! This for Ulrich's wrath! Wise counsel! Go! It will be done!
Ah, for fuck's sake. Let's get out of there.
Quicker! Moving now! Ready for war! Yes, General! Attack! Charge! War!
Alright, so when I said
Faster!
take less damage and auto-resolve, maybe I was mistaken here. Taking a bit of damage. I guess it's actually not too bad. Could be a lot worse. Guy's going berserk. Over here and finish him off. Yeah, it would be nice if we had that artillery in here to run them down.
For France! Fire! Find your targets! Ah!
Here we go. Alright, so they didn't cause too much trouble for us here, though. They did kill Bonaparte, so Bonaparte is now avenged. Thekla Trygurdson killed. $185 is not too bad. And be a little bit more careful with our warrior priests there.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, cool.
I will marshal the men.
Finally, you're on a Pegasus. Oh. Good, good. What they got left?
Madness! No!
The thing is, I think if we hadn't killed the general there, then this army would not have survived. Fine to auto-resolve, yeah.
Step to it.
Alright, well, a little additional level up there.
Who called?
Alright, what are we working on? We got Quartermaster. And I think we're gonna go Logistician. Get that replenishment rate up. And for Magnus, go Foe Seeker. And Snorri, sir, are now immortal. Now the question is,
By Sigmund's right. It is for the best.
what the hell?
By the comet. This will bolster the nation.
Yeah, we still can't get into Middenheim. I think we might as well.
Yes, a sound plan to strengthen the empire.
Might as well stay at Wisemund for now.
What does the emperor bid?
You have a 20 full 20 stack here. I think what I'm gonna do is we are going to recruit gonna recruit a monster tracker here.
This will bolster the nation. What does the Emperor bid?
And we are going to rename this guy. This is a little bit risky, but this is gonna be our Ludwig Schwarzhelm. Oops. I think that's how you spell it. If not, well, oh well. Alright, let's see if we can suit him up with anything. So I guess he won't have these when we come into, if Norska does make the attack there. Alright, we'll leave this for now. I'm a servant. Alright, that'll be fine for now.
Yes, son of Sigmar.
Now,
What do you require? Healing.
That's too bad we can't get
to the provinces.
those troops inside there. We're gonna leave him outside the settlement so that maybe he won't get himself killed. So honest steel and Schwarzhelm.
So,
Eventually he's gonna be our general that commands the
raise Sigmar.
demigriffs when we're ready, but for now
Yes.
Even though it's only a level 6 lord, it does give us one more character to help hold this down, so not much, but every little bit will help out. And I guess we don't have
Yes, my lord.
put them in there. Yeah.
By the comet.
There are no regiments of renown available at the moment. Kind of wasted those, so that's
I will
a
marshal
little
the
bit
men.
unfortunate, but you do. Alright, so I think
Yes, a sound plan.
continue recruiting these. And
By Sigma's right.
wouldn't mind getting actually a couple of Reichsguard. One for this army and one for
The nation calls.
Grunwald's army.
What does the Emperor bid?
What is Aristotle's? Okay.
Praise Sigma.
Just go with that for now. Won't worry about the mortars. We might transfer over Karl's mortars, Franz's rocket batteries to this army when it's ready.
Ready.
Not sure exactly how things are gonna look. Actually, you know what? So that we can get on the move next turn, let's recruit the Reichsguard, more Reichsguard. We can put 2 more Reichsguard
Prince and Emperor.
in Franz's army. 2 more Reichsguard and 2 more swords. Take these out and put them in this army. We want to get the right commander in this army. Ideally, what I would like to have is a disciplined, someone with the disciplined trait, so that the swords are a little bit better. And then we will make whoever ends up in this position the Castilian engineer. I guess we could just make it Aristotle. Oops. Alright, we'll go with Aristotle for now. We get a
Who calls?
better replacement,
Yes.
and
my
we'll switch
lord.
it. But for that, that'll be fine.
Nation calls.
Income is a little bit stretched because we've got 6 armies in the field right now.
Yes.
Franz is making his way over there.
True servant
Although
of
the
Sigma.
Gruppen will camp out here. We'll let the rebellion happen at Grumpeak, just so he can get a little bit of experience.
Of the weak.
And I think the way we're gonna work it here is Dante can just go back and forth between these 2 provinces and just keep the public order nice and good, nice and orderly. I don't know if that made any sense. And then down here, if there is a problem, if there is a rebellion, we'll send somebody down to deal with it. And I think the tap room here will keep the public order under control in this province for now. And then we just gotta hope that Bretonia keeps these guys busy long enough for us to get over here.
So,
Yeah. Alright. Franz will be
The nation calls.
in the area soon enough. We'll let them do the siege here. They'll take a lot more damage in the siege. There's no way they'll be able to get through the... I mean, we might even let them get over the walls. But we'll see how it... We'll see if they have the courage to try and take the settlement. Then we must hope for a speedy resolution to the succession. Wraight snorted disdainfully. You'll never get that. The merchants' guilds have no interest in it. Believe me, they run Averheim. Anyway, both the Leitdorf pup and this Grosslick have legal problems with their claims. Many make out Rufus is illegitimate. Whispers are that he's the son of one of Marius's housemaids, and that she's been packed off to the family estate with a wad of gold and an armed guard. Grosslich is no better. He's got papers proving his noble birth, but no one thinks they're real. He's got scholars poring over them for him, trying to prove it. Leitdorf's people are doing the same, trying to discredit them. These arguments will run for months, maybe years. It'll take a war for Averland to sort it out. Alright. Ludwig Schwarzhelm. Ah, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Put him outside the settlement so that if they attacked the settlement, he wouldn't be killed. But now... for fuck's sake. We're going to withdraw him. Which means most likely they're going to come down here and kill him. Since he's on his own now. Yeah, here they come. They just cannot resist. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, yeah, that was... yeah. We lost the Sword of Might as well. Shite. But I believe, yeah, so... prevents them from sieging out the settlement this turn anyway. They used up all their movement doing that, so... I just kind of wish... I guess we could always name someone else Schwarzhelm. But, yeah, that's... yeah, anyway. Alright, where were we? So, Verstholen listened carefully, taking note of everything. None of this information was new to him, but it was useful confirmation. Much might turn out on the validity of the genealogical records. They may get their war if they're not careful, he said grimly. Wraight laughed. He didn't seem to think the prospect was that alarming. They'll be all right, he said, munching on the last of the duck. The summer's coming, and the weather's good down there. They'll be getting the harvest in soon, and they'll say it'll be a good one. Whatever happens in the rest of the Empire, the Averlanders will look after themselves. He paused. Maybe that's why I don't like it down there, he mused. They're just a little self-satisfied. Something's not natural. Anyway, better to be here among honest thieves. He laughed again. This time, Verstholen couldn't share the amusement. Too many people from Averland had used that phrase, not natural. He didn't like that at all. The words had presaged trouble for him in the past. It was probably nothing more than the casual xenophobia of Reichlanders, but it still rankled. This Joyroot was something else to worry about. Schwarzhelm would have to be told. Anyway, you're very interested in all of this, Peter, said Wraight, washing down the duck with the last of his wine. How long are you going away for? Oh, not long, Verstholen said, reaching to top him up. At least, I hope not. From what you say, I'm not sure I'd like it. A stranger comes. A cloaked stranger from the mist-shrouded land of Albion approaches with a request. He has a sinister aspect, but assures you that his intentions are good. If you take +4 chaos corruption for all provinces for 3 turns, or you can go untainted. The 3,000 gold would be nice, but we're gonna refuse the creature. Just try and keep our land as untainted as possible. Did I see that right? Sword of Cain has been claimed. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder who claimed that. There it is out in the ocean there. I don't know. Looks like probably Tyrion, but I don't know. Like it's probably the High Elves. Would be my guess, but I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on over
By the
there.
light of the lady.
Guys are still sieging this out. Alright. We got a force here. Not too much to worry about. However,
To the provinces.
this depleted garrison is not going to be able to protect that. And this army.
No. Yes, my lord.
Alright. What is the plan? What is the plan? Alright, where's Franz?
As is my right by Sigmar's crown.
Alright, let's get over here with Franz. We'll smash this rebellion. And I think probably what we're going to do is move
I will marshal the men.
Grunwald into... I think we can... We're going to auto-resolve this. Ugh. Took a bit of damage
Bring me to
there.
my men.
But we're going to get replenishment in the end turn anyway. White Cloak of Ulrich. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Sigmar
Pop Franz in
compels us
there.
onward.
Actually, no, let's get him over to... Oh no, actually, that's fine. I'll keep Franz there for now.
There is power within prayer.
Well, there.
Summon the Elector Counts.
What does the Emperor bid? It is for the best.
Just out of range. Back.
This will bolster.
Though it's probably not a good idea for this army to attack this army. Those mammoths could be a problem. War mammoths, skin wolves. This is a dangerous looking army.
You're a pretender. What?
Alright, so
Let us move.
put Grunwald into Middenheim. That way we are
Let us forge our
pretty much safe here. Time
Raise
being.
Sigmar.
Coldbitter. Guess just stay with this army for now. Just wondering if we should continue recruiting here with Aristotle, or if we should bring him up here to transfer some of these troops over.
Praise Sigmar.
I command here. I will marshal the men.
Might want to.
Too far. No.
Yeah, we should maybe let's bring him up to
Sigmar
Wiseman.
compels us.
Check Wiseman for now. So we
the
should be
provinces.
safe here. This army won't have enough movement to hit it, though. If they move down here and then these guys make the attack, and then yeah, if they do a coordinated attack there, we're kind of gonna be in trouble. But we'll be all right. It's just the smaller of the armies comes down.
Here to serve.
These are nice and quiet over here. So we'll go stimulate growth. Curus, Plato, same thing, stimulate growth. That way we can continue getting these provinces upgraded. From peak, level that up. Very nice. Pegasus for Billy Bones.
Sigmarite Archlector. Here to serve.
Why does it? I don't know what's going on, why we're losing
Ever vigilant.
campaign movement occasionally. Public order is fantastic here though, so let's
Guided by Sigma.
get you over to this province where it's not so good. And we could go quite a few turns without worrying about a rebellion there. We probably should be letting the rebellions happen so we can get some experience for these generals, but I don't know, we can't really be bothered at the moment. Let's go with the warrior shrine.
Servant of the faith.
Get this built up, I think it's safe. Time being. We got confident, tactician, and weapon master. None of which are what I'm looking for really. What about generals? What do we got? Nothing really that I'm looking for either.
Who calls?
Alright, I'm just gonna put Baldur in here for now.
I am Prince and
I
Emperor.
think the situation is a lot more under control now that Franz is up here. We'll try and keep Franz and Grunwald together.
The nation calls.
Pick up some more swords. Or we could even start recruiting more artillery here as well. I think we'll just leave it for now. I think we're gonna end up putting Franz's artillery
Is it time?
in that army. And then keep Aristotle and Franz together. Alright, we've got some stuff to build here. Oh, we don't need that. Do we? Not really. Alright, we'll just leave that empty for now. That looks good. What are we gonna research next, boys? See here. Minus 5% upkeep for Reichsguard would be helpful. Like, mildly helpful. Reduction, reload reduction time would be good. Improved heavy weapons would be good too. Nothing that's gonna make like crazy difference. I think we'll go with the volley fire. Should actually be putting in the field more
What does the Emperor
armies like Grunwald. We should get a couple more standardized armies with just very basic troops, because this army is not really costing a lot. 5,000. Well,
by the
say that.
promise?
5,000 is kind of, you know, that's a decent amount. Anyway, I think we can hit another bloody end turn here. Fucking cruising through this thing. Yeah, probably will keep him camped out in that settlement there. Anyway, you're not very interested in all this, Peter, said Brecht, washing down the duck with the last of his wine. How long are you going away for? Oh, not long, Verstolen said, reaching to top him up. At least I hope not. From what you say, I'm not sure I'd like it. Brecht shrugged and looked around the table for more food. His eyes fell on a pig's cheek in jelly, and he reached for it eagerly with his fork. You'll be fine, he said. They like their food down there. You'll fit right in. He began to eat again, and his fat face radiated happiness. First Holland sat back and nursed his wine. He knew he should eat some more. He and Schwarzhelm were due to leave in the morning, and the ride was a long one, but for some reason his appetite had gone. Schwarzhelm awoke. He was in Averheim. It was still night. The sickle moon, Mansleb, rode in the deep sky. The stars were familiar to him, stars of his homeland. Even in Altdorf they were different. He felt sick. He had not slept well. He reached for the table by his bed, where an iron goblet had been placed. Gratefully, he placed it against his lips and took a long draught. Immediately, he spat it out. He tasted the blood before he saw it. He threw the goblet to one side, hands shaking. He looked down. The sheets were splattered with blood. He pulled the sheets aside. There was blood everywhere, hot and sticky. From outside his chamber, the sound of laughter rose into the night sky. He looked up at the moon. It was disfigured, changing. A face was forming. He felt terror grip his heart. He tried to cry out, but his mouth had stopped working. There were men in the room, laughing at him. How had he missed them? He didn't recognize all of them, but there was Helborg, right in the middle of the crowd. "You failed," he crowed, preening his mustache. "They should have sent me. You failed." Schwarzhelm awoke with a start, properly this time. The sheets were drenched with sweat. He was in his chamber, in one of the palace towers. Moonlight, real moonlight, streamed through the window. Breathing heavily, he swung his feet to the stone floor and padded over to the window. Naked, he stood before the open pane and looked across the city below. His heartbeat was returning to normal. Another nightmare. Where were they all coming from? He hadn't had an unbroken night's sleep for a fortnight. It wasn't good for him. He could feel his tiredness growing during the daylight hours. He took a deep breath and gazed out over the rooftops. It was the deep of the night. Altdorf slept, at least in patches. A few fires still burned here and there, and the towers of the Celestial College retained their habitual blue aurora. The memory of the dream was fading. The cool night air was clearing his head. Amidst the foul odors of the street, there were new smells. Summer was gradually coming, and even in Altdorf, that sweetened the air. Nagarond and the Cult of Pleasure have confederated. Interesting. Alright, well, guys, we have gone over an hour. I know we didn't get a lot of action in this episode. It's been just kind of reorganizing or repositioning our armies more so than reorganizing them, and just trying our best to push back these Norsekin folk. Seems like it's going to be a lot of running around. They do have a lot of troops in and around our settlements, so yeah, I don't know. It's going to take a little while for us to hunt them all down. I feel like we will be up to the task now that Franz is there, and we do also now have available the Demigryph Knights, which I really do want to start recruiting some of these guys, but that upkeep cost 375. I don't know how accurate that is. If we take a look at the building browser, what's the upkeep cost on great swords, for example? 225.
Yes, my lord.
331. Yeah, for whatever reason, you look at the upkeep costs here in these, it doesn't take into consideration the difficulty, or maybe that's because of the supply lines. I'm not sure. In either case, the demigryphs are going to be a little bit on the pricey side, but I do want to get some of them in the field soon. Alright, so we got Franz up here finally, but I think we're going to have to head back south, because now their Norskins are heading down this way, so gonna be a little bit of running around. This is actually a good opportunity for us to take this settlement. I mean, if they come back and push through some of this territory from the Bretonnians, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We could scoop some of that territory up. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. It's episode 60. Have a great day. Ragnarok signing out.